successful. We talked about how to walk in the hallway successfully, how to use the hand signal successfully, how to show ready position, how to get the teacher's attention properly, okay? Now there is another piece. There is another piece. Take your book bag off and make sure you're tracking me through. You guys might want to turn around because I think I'm going to wander in here a bit, okay? There is another piece to being successful at the school. And the piece is all based off of a secret I have to share with you, okay? So lean in. I'm going to tell you a secret. Here's the secret. I'm going to wait until I see everybody's eyes because it's really important. It's really important. You guys are not perfect. And you guys are going to make mistakes. That's the secret. Sit back. And the thing is that secret is sometimes really hard for people to take. Because you're all really smart. And you're all really hardworking. And we all like you a lot. You have good personalities. But unfortunately, you're human. And just like me, and just like all the teachers in the room, humans make mistakes. And I guarantee you that every single one of you is going to make a mistake this year. Because you're not perfect. And that's okay. Because here's the thing. You came to our school so that we can help you be better. We are here to coach you to get better. How many of you have ever been on a sports team? What sport did you play, Rashard?
I play basketball and football.
You play basketball and football, okay. So let's say, hands down, let's say that Rashard was playing basketball with his coach. And he's dribbling the ball, and he's dribbling the ball, and every time he went to do a layup, he would keep his feet planted on the floor and go like this. Raise your hand. Is that the right way to do a layup? Keep your feet planted on the floor. So he's dribbling. Is that the right way? No. And so the coach steps in and says, Rashard, my man, you gotta lift your feet off the floor. And so the next time Rashard does it, he's dribbling, and he makes his layup. And he goes, wow, coach, I got it in. I did much better.
The coach might even say, do it 5 times.
Just to make sure he has it right.
You have 5 minutes of extra practice, Rashard. You gotta do that after practice. You gotta stay late.
And what do you think, Rashard, at the end of the extra practice? Are you going to be better at basketball or worse at basketball? What do you think? You're going to be better, right? What about our chant? I gave you guys some feedback. We tried it the first time. It was all right. And then I gave you some feedback. I was like, we need to try that again. Let's make sure we slow it down. Let's make sure that we're counting the beats. And you guys practiced it over and over and over again. And then you guys did it the best I've ever heard it from a freshman class. Feedback helps. Here's the thing. You're going to get feedback about how to read. You're going to get feedback about how to write. You're going to get feedback about how to do math. That's what school is mostly about. But here's the other piece. Make sure you're tracking me. You are also going to get feedback from us about your behavior. And that's part of our job as your coaches, and you need that feedback to be successful and go to college. Here's the thing. Not a lot of people like to get feedback about their behavior. Not a lot of people like to get feedback if they've done something wrong. How does it feel when you make a mistake or you do something wrong? How does it feel?
It feels kind of bad, and then when somebody tells you to do right, you don't like it.
Right, exactly. It feels bad. You don't want to make mistakes. Nobody wants to make mistakes. And so I want to make sure that we talk about accepting feedback. We're here. We love you. We're giving you the feedback because we want you to get better. And so, this one. what we want you to do is that whenever we give you feedback about how your behavior is looking, we want you to accept the feedback and move on. And just move on. Take it in, and use it to get better. So everybody, I want to see you go like this. Accept the feedback and move on.
So you're taking the feedback, right? And moving on.
You see the little guy, he's happy. He got a little bit of feedback, and he's moving on with his day. And he uses the feedback to get stronger. So let me give you an example. Miss Subin, will you help role play this with me? Let's say that I see Miss Subin in the hallway, and she's in line, and she forgets all of the checklist about being in line properly. And I go, Miss Subin, remember your toes need to point to the heels of the person in front of you. Is she accepting the feedback? No. Is she accepting the feedback and then moving on with her day? No. Hey, all we both want is for Miss Subin to perform successfully. Let's try it again, Miss Subin. Hey, Miss Subin, remember your feet need to be pointing the right way. Great, Miss Subin, let's keep moving on.
So like, even though it was hard for me, I still had to maybe take a deep breath. Like, it's impossible to accept feedback without taking a deep breath, at least. Because, like, it hurts a little bit inside. Like, oh, I stink.
I wish I hadn't forgotten. Oh, Miss Ochs, you don't need to remind me, I know. Like, all those things are going through your head.
So I had to take a deep breath, but it wasn't a deep breath with attitude. Because I was just taking the feedback. It wasn't personal. It wasn't that big of a deal. I just accepted the feedback and moved on. Left it behind me. If I make a mistake, it's okay. I make a mistake, I accept the feedback, and I move on.
Now, like Ms. Subin said, there are times when it's going to be particularly hard to accept feedback because you guys have something called pride. Pride is what makes you who you are. Let's sit up straight, I want to see everybody's eyes. Pride is that thing that says,